Let's talk about sleeper cells real quick because that's something that's on everybody's mind. And this comes from a loyal follower who DM'd me this last night. Hey, someone made a video saying that Iran threatened sleeper cells. Is this true? Do you have any info you can do a video on? That post had lots of views, but not sure if it's true. So let's get into it. This is real news, and the news started coming out after Trump bombed Iran. This headline reads, White House monitoring possible Iranian sleeper cells in the U.S. Source. Sleeper cells remain inactive until contacted, ordered to act. Both Biden, Trump administrations concerned about possibility. A recent DHS threat assessment concurs. Here's something that's very important to understand. It's highlighted in yellow, and if the print is too small, I'm going to read it, and it's going to be in larger captions below. This regards non-state transnational criminals and extremists. Highlighted in yellow, they are conducting other illegal activities that challenge U.S. security, such as human trafficking, cyber operations, money laundering, and inciting violence. U.S. citizens at home and abroad are also facing more diverse, complex, and decentralized extremist threats. Actors ranging from designated foreign extremist organizations, including IS and AQ and other Islamist extremist groups, and some drug cartels like Hezbollah, they are a transnational criminal organization, to extremists acting alone or in small cells, are likely to pursue, enable, or inspire attacks. But more importantly than that, below the highlighting, finally, large-scale illegal immigration has strained local and national infrastructure and resources and enabled known or suspected extremists to cross into the United States. I'm about to blow your mind. Check out this headline of this article, Inside Hezbollah's American Sleeper Cells, Waiting for Iran's Signal to Strike U.S. and Israeli Targets, by Matthew Levitt, who I've talked about before. But look at the date on the article, August 4th, 2019. They've been talking about this for almost 6 years. This was after Trump took out Soleimani. I'm about to blow your mind more. This is Mohammed Sami Abu Ghush. In 2017, we found him to be on FBI's most wanted list, and he was charged with a variety of financial crimes, but he supposedly fled to Jordan. As part of a Middle East criminal enterprise, or MEIS, operating in the U.S., especially New Jersey, he was actually charged with credit card fraud and bank fraud and conspiracy to commit on both of those. I might do another post explaining in further detail America's bifurcated immigration system, because a certain demographic comes over to America with their entire families and loaded with capital, and some of the heads of the household come over on stronger H-2 work visas where they can stay here for roughly 5 to 7 years or so. Once they come over, they establish or start up businesses, and they integrate into larger criminal organizations or enterprises that have already been established here in America, whereas other demographics come over and they work for minimum wage in the agricultural fields or in fast food restaurants, and for some reason the public's attention is drawn or focused to the latter. Once in America, many of these will integrate and find their position within the criminal organization or enterprise. They own gas stations, convenience stores, grocery stores, delis, bodegas, all types of import, export, auto, furniture, etc. And they conduct all manner of financial crime, fraud, and other schemes, to include exploiting the elderly through fraud and what they called baby food formula jihad. There have been cases where groups of these guys actually went into like local supermarkets or Walmarts and stole cases and cases of baby food formula, sold it at profit at their stores, and sent all of that money back home to various areas. This doesn't just happen in the Middle East. This is something that occurs within people in America that are sending the ill-gotten gains in funds globally. And this piece that I read to you here, where it says some of these extremists acting alone or in small cells are likely to pursue, enable, or inspire attacks, comes from the official 2025 Intelligence Community Annual Threat Assessment that Tulsi Gabbard read before Congress in March of this year. And look what Trump didn't ignore, even before he ordered the strikes. Trump administration boosts monitoring of possible Iran-backed cells in the U.S. as Trump weighs strikes, sources say. But here's the trick. They're not going to attack themselves. As the report said, they're going to try to inspire others to do it, like maybe an angry veteran or some other disgruntled type. They don't want to bite the hand that feeds them and mess up their golden cash cow here in America. We've had numerous attacks here in America already and elsewhere. There was the Manchester attack, the Barcelona Cambrils attack. There was Omar Mateen, Pulse nightclub, the Sarnevs, Boston Marathon. There was Tashfeen Malik and Sayed Rizwan, San Bernardino shootings. There was Major Nidal Hassan out in Texas. Again, that was mostly connected to IS. And we have hundreds, if not thousands, of people here in America that are suspected or known to be linked to Hezbollah or other Iranian elements. As proactive and preemptive as Trump was in disregarding the annual threat assessment about Iran, hopefully he's being as proactive and preemptive in looking at the annual threat assessment and monitoring these potential or suspected sleeper cells. Another TikTok creator here in Texas and I carry 2A, and we also have tourniquets and pressure dressings on us or in the truck at all times. This is nothing new. This too shall pass. But stay alert, stay vigilant, and if you see something, say something.